He was in the mirror all night being like, okay, you go in there and you tell her I am not happy.
I am not finna marry you. I hate a man talking about some just be nice. I just want a woman to be nice to me. I just want a nice woman.
I mean, you guys are meanies.
Meanwhile, they're on their worst behavior 24/7, making it impossible to be anything but mean to them.
If I'm doing Love is Blind, all my other avenues have failed, basically.
I feel like he's a white man in America who has
There's
been
also that.
spoon-fed that attractiveness means that you're bone thin.
There is that.
With somehow big old titties. Like, that's what he wants.
It feels like he recognizes that deficit and then tries to like overcompensate to be like, ha ha ha, I am normal.
Like Schmeagol with that fish. He was on that sandwich talking about my precious. Like, it's impossible to fall in love with someone who isn't here for love.
Yeah.
We are longtime friends turned lovers, here for all things love, dating, and relationships. Lovers Watch is a podcast where we explore how the love and relationships we observe on screens influence the love and relationships we experience in our own lives.
From romance sitcoms to reality dating shows, we're mining through the mess to bring you the gems and help make sense of this crazy little thing called love. So, whether you watch these shows or not, if you love love, you're in the right place.
Hello and welcome to Lovers Watch.
Hello, hello, hello. I am your host, Sam. And beside me is my iced mocha latte.
Indeed, a tall glass. I am your co-host, YoVanna.
And today we are talking about Love is Blind, Season 9, Episode 10.
Indeed. Let's just get into it. What gems did you mine from this episode?
So, I would like to ask, do we think it's possible to find love on TV in our modern age?
Okay.
Yeah. How about yourself? What gems did you mine?
What if the grass really is greener? When you're dating multiple people, how do you choose the right person? And most importantly, feel confident in your decision?
Yeah, fair question.
Yeah. We like to start off the show with a hot take. Sam, baby, what's your hot take?
So, my hot take is that waffle cones are deceptive and overrated. It's deceptive because, like, again, when I think of a waffle, like my imagination was like basically like a Waffle House waffle, where it's like it's soft, it's fluffy, and I was like, wow, that sounds amazing. You can put ice cream inside of a soft and fluffy thing, and I can just like nom 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 afterwards. And then I come to find out it's this crunchy bullshit. So they're not that good, and it's not worth the association with actually good waffles. So that's all I'm saying.
Interesting. Okay.
Indeed. Yeah.
You seem to feel strongly about
Very
this.
strongly. Give me a sugar cone or just fuck off, basically.
Damn, no cup. They can't put.
Oh, yeah, a cup is fine. A cup is better. Don't give me a waffle cone. Give me a cup. It's fine.
All right.
Anyway, what's your hot take?
If the government is canceling food stamps, then we need to be canceling Christmas. Shit, and Thanksgiving too.
100%.
And all the holidays. Yeah, how are y'all taking food out of the mouths of children? The babies. Like, no, I'm not spending a dime this quarter. And collectively, we have the power of the purse.
Kind of the only thing we have left.
Yeah,
at
but
this point.
it's powerful. We could wield that power. And, like, just how we did Target, that's how we need to do all these corporations until they start acting like they know how to act.
Yeah.
Like my mama said, nah, y'all don't like it when I'm nice. Y'all don't like it when I spend my money, so I won't. Like, nothing outside of the essentials. Nobody's getting shit for Christmas. Not you, not anybody.
You got enough.
Because we have enough. And for the people that, like, I understand that Christmas means a lot to a lot of people because that's the only time that they allow themselves to indulge, or that maybe they're able to gift their children something. And most importantly, that they have time off. Yeah. I'm not saying you can't gather, but like,
enjoy time with your family. Make some memories.
Make a meal. You can have a meal. You could do potluck style, but like, let's avoid the symbolic pieces of the holiday. You don't need a ham. You don't need a turkey. Like,
you don't need 50 gifts under the tree. You don't need wrapping
You don't need a
paper.
tree. We don't need to spend money on anything if this is how our government is going to treat us.
If the point is to send a message to the people who control shit, like control our lives basically, and they are showing us every single day that we don't matter, I fully agree with your point. Yeah.
Cancel it all.
Yeah.
Cancel all of it. The Grinch.
At-
Not a light was shining. Not a crumb, not even for a mouse. That's how I feel. That's really how I feel right now. Because how dare you?
You're playing in our face, basically.
And then sending money to Argentina. Whatever. This isn't a political show, but I feel
It
strongly
could
about
be.
that.
Let us know if you want to be a political show. Because I have a lot more spicy hot takes based on political things. But anyway, back to the light things.
Yeah, should we get into the appetizer of our show? We need a little refresher, a little num 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 num. I thought I was your iced mocha latte.
Exactly. This is a physical representation. Anyway.
Okay, so let's start with Annie and Nick. Ciao. We see them at it again. Same old.
On the road again.
Right. After the little squad reunion party, Annie's drunk and drowning Nick in her love. Nick seems to be very over this shit, talking about some damn girl. I'm just trying to eat this chalupa.
Basically.
All I want is this chalupa.
In this moment, Nick is saying, hey, I'm an open book. If you got a question,
but he's
ask
a
me.
liar, though. He never told Annie that he told Kate that he also loved her.
That we've seen.
No, Kate learned that through Allie. So, while I think he's generally a strong communicator, he is lying and doubling down on the lie because she asked him, you don't have nothing to tell me? And he's like, no, baby, what do you think I'm not telling you? She said nothing at all and gave him multiple opportunities to come out with the truth.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Why do you want the reassurance? Like, what do you think I'm not telling you?
I don't know.
You think I'm holding back on you?
Mm-hmm.
She also failed to communicate what was actually bothering her.
Well, again, she was drunk and she was doing her drunk shit where she says basically her like fear that she's feeling, her insecurity, it just comes right out. There's no filter. It's just word vomit, but it's like in Nick's direction, it's like hurtful word vomit because you just keep undermining the relationship that he seems to be mostly showing up for from what we can see. You just consistently undermine that.
What I want to know is like, is alcoholism y'all pastime in Denver? Because we got 3 of them on the show. We got Joe, who be drowning his sorrows and himself in shots. We got Anton, who's an undercover alcoholic.
Yeah,
Functioning alcoholic.
Very functional, yeah.
And then Annie.
I mean, she just seems like she can't hold her liquor. I don't know if she drinks specifically. She seems like a wine mom.
A wine mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, who can't
handle like liquor, basically. But yeah, so I mean, this again, Nick's just like, can we just enjoy the night? We had a good night.
Basically, he's like, I'm tired of talking about this shit with you, girl. Yeah. How many times you want me to tell you that I love you and I'm finna marry you? And so ultimately, we see that is essentially the straw that breaks the camel's back.
Later in the episode, after this kerfuffle, Nick comes back and is like pretty straightforward. Is like, hey, I told you I was not having that argument again of having you put things in my mouth, say things I didn't say, and basically turn my words against me. So he was like, honestly, I'm done.
I've just been really happy with you. But honestly, like, that was a breaking point for me. Getting to the altar, that's not a happy idea for me.
Like, we can call this shit a wrap, basically. And I think for the most part, Annie was not expecting that at all. At all.
Yeah, Nick calls off the wedding and he says in a very direct way, the reason I am not willing to marry you is because I'm unhappy.
I am unhappy.
And they basically have to pack up their shit and leave after Annie refuses to accept the truth for we don't know how long.
We basically see her go through all 5 stages of grief, just like within the span of 5 minutes. What she goes through denial first.
It's not fair of you to give me a no.
You can't make 1 + 1 = 3. Like, it's just,
Watch.
Wow. He's like, I'm not happy. She's like, if you just let yourself, if you just ignore all the way from the red flag.
We got anger.
Like, this is where I think we do have to stop.
No.
If
No. No.
you can't tell me to stand up there and marry you.
Anger.
She has a fit. I don't need you to tell me no right now.
Ooh.
Wild.
She's like, don't tell me yes either. But don't tell me no.
Right. And
Definitely
then
don't tell me no.
she's bargaining.
Like let's just try. Let's
Just try. Let's
What's
just
wrong with
try.
it? Try it out.
Like, get out of your head and just like be in this and like love me and like it's amazing.
I do love you.
Please.
How long do you want to drag this out for?
Depression. She be on her
On
phone.
her phone, crying, just disassociating, basically texting somebody else. And then finally
acceptance when they pack up that apartment.
The reason that I'm not willing to marry you is because I am unhappy.
Okay, let's go start packing then.
Yeah, I mean, she's still like pleading the whole time and being like, "I wish you would just have told me if you were planning this the whole time. I wish you would just said something."
And he's like, "I wasn't, girl. You keep trying me.
What you want me to do?" You know, and it's like again, back to our other thing where it's like, "Damn, why are you making me be on Nick's side?" Because again, through most of this, he is being pretty decent at communication.
He's communicative.
Yeah, exactly, but he's still Dick. Like the previous episode, we saw everyone saying
he's still Dick.
Did I say Dick? Did I? Oh, that's crazy.
What did you?
Maybe that was my inner Joe coming out, basically.
I mean, Nick is a cold motherfucker in the scene, right? He knows what he wants, or rather, what he doesn't want, and that's to be with Annie.
Yeah.
And no matter how much pressure she applied, and she applying pressure,
He's trying to.
he stands his ground as like, listen, lady, I'm not finna marry you. And I'm especially not finna marry you if around every corner you telling me I don't love you enough.
or you're more committed than I am, or whatever.
And you are, which is why I'm ending this.
That part. But it is funny because even him standing his ground and saying what he needs to say, it still sounds very rehearsed.
Yes.
It still sounds very performative, almost like he was in the mirror all night, being like, "Okay, you go in there and you tell her I am not happy.
I am not finna marry you."
Which it goes back to that point of everyone pretty accurately feeling that like, yeah, Nick is kind of off. He's just kind of
fake. That's
he's
what
fake,
people are saying.
performative.
Yeah.
You know, which again with Nick, he feels aware enough to know that people do not fuck with him, but it feels like a vicious cycle where to me personally, it feels like he recognizes that deficit and then tries to like overcompensate to be like, ha ha ha, I am normal. This is what normal people do.
Performing that he's normal.
Perform that and everything. And then people recognize that as a performance, which makes them turn off more, which makes him overcompensate more.
Right,
and it's
because
just
he's
a vicious,
essentially isolated by the way that his performance is received. And so then he has to perform more and more to like portray himself as normal.
Yeah, or at least like try and figure it out in real time. And people are like, this is weird.
I wonder who his friends are, if he has any.
I do
mom.
wonder that.
That's right.
I mean, his
It's
mom seems to be his strongest
best
soldier.
and only friend.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Edmund and Calabria. Basically, Calabria gets in Edmund's ass about his manipulative behavior at the party the night before, and gives us context about the many ways that he failed to show up for her during the day
Before the
fight.
party.
I need to do my hair. I need to do my makeup, and I still need to eat. I haven't ate. And all I'm asking for is a little bit of help. Like, I'm just like, babe, can you please? I'm like, what you doing? You're like, I'm just chilling right now. You have nothing to do other than cut your hair. I'm like, well, why can't you just run to the store? You told me, no, I don't want to be late. So I immediately get in my feelings because I don't ask you for anything. And in the midst of me asking you for help, you told me no.
We're able to better understand why she popped off the way that she did.
Yeah.
Because basically he was an asshole, right? Long story short, she asked him for help to prepare for the party.
He said, I don't want to be late.
Well, in his refusal to help, he's making her have to do that.
Exactly.
Yes. So, I mean, personally, I hate a man talking about some just be nice. I just want a woman to be nice to me. I just want a nice woman.
I mean, you guys are meanies.
Meanwhile, they're on their worst behavior 24/7, making it impossible to be anything but mean to them.
Basically.
Ugh,
And then he's like,
y'all don't like it when I'm nice.
I mean, he don't seem to know the real KB and what she could be doing. Because she could be a different person.
Right, but the point is, how do you ask that someone just says something nice to you? Just say something nice. Even if you gotta say something mean afterwards, just say something nice when you haven't done anything to warrant that nice behavior.
Exactly. It's child shit. It's that thing where it's like
But it's
you are my.
man shit. It is very
I
specifically,
mean, yeah,
I
honestly,
want a
that
woman
part.
that's going to be nice. Women are so mean.
Hmm.
They don't have patience. It's man shit. It's this expectation that even when I've failed you, when you communicate my failure, I want you to do it nicely.
That, yeah. I mean, to me, it can be that, and also just like it's like that expectation of like a mother's love, basically, where it's like I can be a child, I can do things that are inconsiderate because I'm a child, basically, and I still expect you to show up because like you're my mom. You
Right,
have to,
but I'm
you
not
have to
your
love me
mom.
in this way, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
It's,
and I mean, and speaking of children,
Yeah.
somehow this conversation ends with them talking about having kids and being married and shooting up the club, which I don't know how we got there or what editing
it had to
choices
be
were being
had to
made.
be editing. Ain't no goddamn way.
We get married and I want to have fun for a year, and I'm ready for you to start shooting the club up. Because I'm like, I'm ready for kids, Edmund.
I know you'd be the best mom.
I think you'd be a great father too, Edmund.
But the fact that we could even go from like, wow, you failed me in so many ways. You don't take accountability. You
Yeah.
don't apologize. You don't acknowledge the ways that you hurt me.
Exactly,
But I
exactly.
want you to shoot up the club and let's have kids in a year?
Because like a thing that I noticed like during this, it felt like he is at war with himself and his like pride, basically. Where she's basically saying, okay, cool, you're saying that you maybe did wrong, go ahead and apologize. And he'll be like, well, I've been apologizing.
I already apologized.
I already apologized. You need more from me? It's like that's his pride being like, I don't want to feel like I'm on the losing end right now. And it's like you're in the wrong. You have to let the other person know that I acknowledge I'm in
And
the
then,
wrong.
like a child, when he does apologize, he picks the most minuscule thing to
He's like,
acknowledge.
I do apologize for not coming back to talk about how much I fucked up.
Yeah,
When
I
in-
apologize for not staying to
Yeah,
have that
staying.
conversation and walking off and leaving you.
When that was not what she was looking for at all. She was like, I needed you to apologize for that bullshit of bringing up this thing that's one, untrue, and two, doing it in front of other people, making
could
me look like
never.
the bad guy.
I could never. And the fact that he expects her to have sex with him is baffling.
Oh, I know she is so validated in that choice.
Oh, she was like, and
throughout
this is
all
why your
this.
ass will never get no coochie. Because the likelihood that she is going to marry him, if they make it to the altar, it's a hard no, I can assure you.
I mean, yeah, I can agree with that. I would be very surprised if they get married. I really would.
Next, we have Joe and Madison.
Good friends, Joe and Madison. Yes.
Madison comes from a family of desperate niggas. Madison's family is also so desperate for her to be married that they out here just as blind as she
Her
is.
sister was so much. She just walks in like, oh my God, you're Joe. I am ready for you to be my brother-in-law. Yes.
Which, if I were to be received by a family in any way, I would like that much
Sure.
excitement. However, Joe don't want to be there.
Of course not. No. It's crazy because the first thing Madison's mother asked him, like, so what do you like about Madison? What about my sweet baby girl? And the first thing he says is, yeah, she's crazy. In a good way, though.
Oh, that's what I love. Top things about Madison. Let's see. She's crazy.
She's fucking crazy.
Am I right?
She
In a
goes
good
through,
way.
She goes through 2 tubes of lip gloss a day.
The sex is out of this world.
Oh man. I mean, I prefer someone skinnier, but I mean, hey.
In the dark? It's all pink, right? Am I right? Am I right, Mom?
Is a pig's pussy pork? I mean, hey,
Crazy
Yeah.
because that answer seems to be enough for the mom. And the whole time he's like, his body language is like,
that man.
please
does
get me
not
out of
wanna
this
be
hell,
there.
this purgatory.
No.
They're making jokes. They're asking questions of him, even though, in my opinion, them questions should
So
have
soft.
been much, much more invasive.
Yeah, because it's funny. There's a point where his mom kind of asked, like, I forget exactly what she asked him.
said, listen, this motherfucker gonna go blind. Are you gonna be there for her?
He said, yeah, I'm gonna be there for there, no problem. However, in the past, I was gonna get married before, but like right before I was supposed to get married, I kind of just ran away, basically. But that was past Joe.
He said, I couldn't even put them invitations in the mailbox.
yeah, basically a very strong foreshadow to what I assume is going to be him doing what he did last time, which is just not showing up, basically. So I don't know. That's what if I was the family and the person who's supposed to marry my child says, "Hey, my last relationship, I ran away," I'd be like,
what's different this time?
What's different this time, especially considering y'all met on a reality TV show.
Y'all met 3 weeks ago. And now you're so sure that you're gonna get married?
And the first thing you're saying is that my daughter's crazy. And like Madison's face when he's saying all this, just like,
do better. She's like, I bent over backwards to impress your family, and this is the best that you have.
Yeah, very lackluster. Very lackluster. But it's
again,
Joe.
It's not just Joe. Like, her family failed her. In my opinion, her family failed to do the investigative research journalism that they needed to do to vet this young man and say, all right, bet. Like,
is you the right person for my little baby?
Or at the very least, like, this is our assessment, Madison. Yeah. Take it and do with it what you will. But this is what we are seeing that you're not seeing because your ass is fucking blind. Your ass is
desperate as...
Metaphorically.
You can't call her blind before she go blind on a show called
What
Love
is she
Blind.
acting like? She acting like a blind as a damn bat.
It's not even blind. It's just like she's just like taking like a sleep mask cover or whatever and just like throwing it over her eyes every night to be like, I don't see any of these problems.
Her family failed her.
Yeah.
Because you know what we see later on in the episode.
That foreshadowing.
Listen, they all go to get the little dresses, the little wedding dresses and the tux fitting, and Nick Lachey makes an appearance that I wish he wouldn't.
So zero wrong emotions in this thing, right? Trust your heart, because in a week you will be standing there at that altar, staring into the eyes of your beautiful bride, and in that moment you will have to make the biggest decision of your life.
He always shows up when he doesn't need to.
And says the most like
generic, just self-help bullshit. Just, Nick, take you and your hair gel somewhere else, please. Like,
it's Joe's turn to try on a tux. And basically this nigga has an allergic reaction to all this wedding shit.
I like the tie. Let's do the tie.
You want to do tie and pants?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
You want to try on pants just for size?
No, we're good.
He started bugging. He's like scratching at his neck. This nigga trying to figure out basically when to pull the plug. Like he like walks out of his little confessional. Like, can we do this tomorrow?
Everything is put into real life, so it's not anything that's. Let's do this tomorrow. We gotta get the fuck out of here. I can't do this.
It's so funny because all his friends are there. The poor woman that works there is like, hey, what about this tuxedo? He's like,
I don't know.
Not
it's
that
fine.
one. It's like, what about a black tie? It's like, I can tie the tie. And then just, actually, nah, fuck this. I don't want any of this. Just leaves his friends. Leaves the entire venue.
Should I just run out of here?
I put it all on the line.
Damn, dude. Is he leaving? I think so.
We regret it till we die.
His friends looking like, did he just dip? We don't even know these people.
His one friend asking a very normal question you would ask of someone about to get married. Like, hey, man, how you feeling? Are you ready to get married?
Is it starting to set in? Shut the fuck up, dude. Jesus Christ with your questions. Well, maybe not.
Shut the fuck up when you talking to me, all right? Joe.
If you needed an answer as to whether or not this young man wants to get married.
And then he ran the fuck off and hopped in his little Toyota
like
Tacoma.
A little boy.
Yep.
I don't know what his trauma is. What his what's that? He seems so scared of commitment. He's able to have a long-term relationship because his last relationship was 5 years with that poor girl he refused to marry a week before their wedding. But the idea of committing to someone,
especially to someone who's a bigger girl, apparently. I feel like he got sat on by somebody who was just like bigger than him in kindergarten. And he's just like, big girls can't do it.
I feel like he's a white man in America who has
There's also that.
Spoon-fed that attractiveness means that you're bone thin.
You ain't got nothing. You just skin and bone, just sitting in a chair, all bones and skin.
I always go back to that like early 2000s shit where it's like you have the two white girls arguing and you have one white girl who's like, I don't know women's sizes, but like she's a size 1 or some shit.
They ain't no size 1, baby.
No?
She is size 0.
Okay, what's the next one?
It's even numbers.
Okay, she is size
5.
2 basically. And then there's someone who's like a size 6, and they'll be like, well, Jessica, that's why your butt is so big.
That's why you're fat. Which is what we're seeing. What we're
Basically.
seeing is his repulsion to her body and essentially fat phobia. This girl is by no means fat.
At all.
But he is so disgusted by her. I can't even say larger body. Like,
it's her very normal, like 30-year-old body. This is the body of like a 30-year-old grown woman.
She's like 26, but
oh, she's 26. Oh,
all these women look old as hell.
Old enough. Yeah, the thing is, like, if we had something else to go off of Joe not being attracted to Madison,
an actual justification.
Yeah, if he was like, she's not funny, she's annoying, like she snores,
she's desperate,
she just lays there when we're having sex. If he had something else, I could be like, okay, I can understand you having like second thoughts about this. Outside of like, this is crazy, this is Love is Blind, I don't know what the situation is. Outside of that, he has no justification for not liking this woman who is clearly very into him.
I mean, I think what is very obvious is like in the pods, whatever their bullshit connection was enough for him. I can't speak for him, but it seemed like in the pods he was in love or something similar with this woman.
Which, I mean, kind of.
And then he saw her, and that was it. That was it. Love is not blind for this man. That's the point.
Yeah, which again goes back to your thing. You were saying how basically in the pods, this is the first time these men, for the most part, have like a real conversation with someone. And that's enough to say, hey, I love you. But then, you see them in real life and it's like, oh, wait, you're not a supermodel.
Basically, it's just a matter of time before Joe takes action, takes flight, takes off.
I mean, if the end of this episode is any indication, that man gone. I don't know if he's going to show up next episode.
He burnt rubber on her ass. Okay, we have Allie and Anton. Also, not really shit happening. They meet Anton's mom.
Yeah, they meet his mom.
They prepare
they meet
busted
her mom.
ass croissant sandwiches for her.
Yeah, once again, another example of these people just having a very lackluster red carpet for their being the most important person in my life. Here's my parent, and we're gonna have some croissant sandwiches.
Some croissant grilled cheese with ham in it.
And I'm just gonna eat like a damn dog.
He's wonderful son and husband. I'm proud of you very much.
The way Anton acted like he had never eaten before in his life, I was like, bro, what are you doing? What is this? Like,
and the two women in the room looking like, nigga, is you good?
I honestly, again, I think we said this before, but I don't like the word ick. But like, if there was ever a time for
that was some icky shit. It's getting icky. It's getting icky.
It was like, sir, why are you doubled over just like making like, the way the audio zoomed in, they're just like ugh.
Like Schmeagol with that fish. He was on that sandwich talking about my precious.
Schmeagol.
Anyway, so we meet Anton's mother, and she's very Russian. I wonder how long he's been away from Russia, because her accent was very thick.
Yeah, and we haven't heard him speak any Russian
at all. But anyway, not much happens. They talk a little bit. His mom also, kind of back to what I was saying before, also kind of starts, impressing upon these like traditional values are best, like if you're going to have a wife and kids and a home and everything, kind of the best way to go about it is the traditional way, which I mean,
yeah. Which
whatever.
Has been the whole narrative of this season. Women, get your ass in the kitchen, bust out a baby or two, and then these men need to be making enough money
to support everything. And
it doesn't seem like support everything, but you need to be a successful man.
You need to do what men do,
which is biased because the traditional expectations of the woman are there in their fully sort of maintained form, but there's flexibility in what is expected of the man. Like the woman is still going to work. He says, even if you're in school full time, you need to work twice a week.
Yeah. It's like, I still want to do enough to be able to affirm myself as a man in like whatever definition that is on a yearly basis, basically.
But I'm not full-time providing.
Well, no.
I still need your income in order for this house to work in this economy.
You want me to do what in this economy? Like, which again, to me, just goes to like all these gender role bullshits. They're bullshit, basically. But at the end of the day, traditional values. I don't know. It's like you said, most of this season has been like really pushing this, it seems. But anyway, that was them. Nothing much.
And then Megan and Jordan didn't really do shit. Megan met Jordan's family.
Mm-hmm.
The dad said something about grandkids being a reward for not killing your teenagers.
Just like very old man jokes.
That's
that,
it.
like,
Honestly,
funny.
that's really all that was happening. The mama didn't blend her makeup.
I felt bad for the editors of that situation because it just felt so hard to cobble together the actual conversation because there was nothing.
Painful. It was painful.
Hard to watch.
All right, so let's talk about it then. Your question of
my question of, it seems very hard. I mean, in real life to like find love, but it seems like quadruple hard to actually find love on TV. So I mean, I wonder if it's actually possible.
Quadruple hard.
Quadruple hard.
Yeah. I don't know that it's actually possible to find love on TV in this world.
Yeah.
Especially with the explosion and omnipresence of social media, right? Like, so it feels to me like so many of these people are on these shows to get followers and get sponsorships.
Yeah.
That like it's impossible to fall in love with someone who isn't here for love.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, you don't know. So I mean, I feel like honestly, if I was on a show like this, I would have my guard all the way up, basically.
Would you do a show like Love is Blind?
Honestly, I feel like I would only do it to get clout, basically. Like, I feel like part of it for me, if I'm doing Love is Blind, all my other avenues have failed, basically.
It's a last resort?
It feels like a last resort.
What did I say? That they're the fucking rejects?
The rejects? I mean, it kind of feels that way, which is like why Blake left, because he seemed like a normal guy, basically.
Yeah.
It feels like a way to either get clout, or if you're on there genuinely, all your other avenues have closed. You've went down every alleyway. You've talked to every guy on the street corner.
I think in the early seasons of these types of shows,
I think so.
There is potential
yeah,
for it to be really about love.
Yeah, potentially. And
in
then
the
after
early
that,
season of all of these shows, all the various iterations of something like this.
I think the most successful, there's been a few successful relationships, but honestly, I think the most successful, wasn't it like season 1 where it was like the black woman and white guy?
Yeah, Cameron and Lauren, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I forget.
There have been a few couples, but I think that was very early on.
Or just outliers.
And I think those people were all older.
Yes. Which is why I had hope for this season.
Ooh.
But they definitely chose who they chose, because like we saw the 49-year-old dude, or some both the man, woman.
You just put 8 years on that man. He was 41.
41? Oh. 41, 49.
We saw the 57-year-old
tomato. Anyway, your knees still hurt. I think we had hope because it was like potentially older people. But
I didn't have hope for him. Why are you 41 and on a show like this?
It might be his last hope, and if you're 41, you might be taking it a bit more seriously.
Perhaps.
That's my thought. But I mean, again, like with the prevalence of shows like Pop the Balloon, where we see people saying like, "Hey, this is me, put myself out there. Will anybody accept who I am?"
Yeah, that all seems about like one-liners, being the most memorable person of an episode. I don't know that this is a genuine avenue to seek and find love or a loving relationship.
I think there is a potential that you could, if both people are there for the same reasons.
I think it also takes a special kind of person.
True.
The kind of person who doesn't already have a huge social media following and isn't accustomed to displaying their life.
Okay. Yeah, like putting their life on display for like a either monetary or like clout based, system of
They don't have an
value.
audience. They're not necessarily seeking an audience. It's like they're not like sort of PR trained on how to appear, like how to do reality television.
Yeah.
Where to
'Cause,
me, someone like Edmund honestly feels like that to me.
Yeah, it does. It feels like someone like Edmund maybe went into this like kind of earnestly. Maybe.
Oh no, I was saying to me it feels like Edmund is someone who's like, I'm about to entertain these hoes.
I don't know. I don't know if Edmund potentially.
I would do
But-
Love is Blind.
You would?
Yeah, I think I would be in a love triangle with multiple people and they would all be in love with me. Absolutely.
For the purpose of finding love or for the purpose of like clout?
No, I would do it for the purpose of finding love. I think I'm also very good at, I think I also have great discernment and I would be able to know what's going on.
I don't know. You say that. If these Love is Blind lawsuits are any indication, I don't know. They might keep you in a dark room with no no cell phone and 2 bites of food.
No, I think I like the premise of the show. I think the fucked up part of the show is marriage.
Honestly,
is that at the end you have to get married. I do think that love can be blind in this
That's
way
fair.
and that you can use this
To just
space
be like,
as a place.
y'all go date.
Yeah, as a place to like date someone on a very intentional
Yeah.
and like meaningful level. I think you could genuinely find love through this sort of simulation.
Yeah, because it's basically speed dating to begin with in the pods.
It's like
it's a very intense
the opposite
speed dating.
of speed dating, right?
But
Because you spend
it's
so
long
much
dating.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Slow
long
dating.
dating. It's slow dating.
Sure, but I mean, with the amount of people you're meeting in a very short span of
Yes.
time,
Yes.
it's basically it's like a speed dating thing. Where in the end, if you're speed dating, you'd be like, "Cool, let's go on a real date now."
Right.
You know?
You wouldn't be like,
Let's get
do you
married.
say I do? So I think that the premise of the show
Mm-hmm.
is actually quite groundbreaking
Mm-hmm.
and could lead to love in a world where the cast, the casting team is intentional about who they're bringing on the show.
Yeah.
In a world where looks aren't so prioritized, where you have people who look regular, and that, I mean, you can be attractive and regular, but like looks aren't your main appeal. I think if shows like this are reaching out to people on social media, like, do you want to be on our show? They're clearly going based off of looks and their ability to like draw an audience.
Honestly, that's a good point you bring up because we're saying is love blind, but the casting directors or whoever's doing casting, they're not blind. So you're kind of starting off from a point where you've already like
curated.
You've already demeaned the premise of your show, basically.
Diminish the point of your show.
That part, yeah. It's yes. Ooh, yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
I would go on Love is Blind. I think that there's a very special opportunity to connect with someone if you are able to discern what's bullshit, what's not, who's genuine, what kind of questions they're asking alone says a lot about what we're doing here together. So
I mean, maybe for this show specifically, you have a higher chance of potential. But I feel like other shows, just
I wouldn't do no damn pop the balloon. First of all, them women need chairs. The way they have them women standing in heels for hours, looking at them single men, is egregious.
I mean, they do both of them, but yeah, I mean, honestly, you should.
The men aren't standing in heels. What are you talking about?
I mean, not heels. I mean, yeah, I'm just saying, but like, you could have everybody just like sitting down.
Everybody should be sitting down. My feet ain't set up for me to go on there on that show and pop no balloons and find no love. I'd be done fall out. Okay, so my question is like, what if the grass is greener over there? And when you're dating multiple people, how do you choose the right person and feel confident about that decision? Because we saw, like, from the party, this was honestly the first season where like people seemed to be committed to their choice, right? We've seen in other seasons where the singles are revealed and now these couples are falling apart because one person is interested in who they previously dated or some other single
they're like,
person.
fuck.
Right.
I should have chose what's his face.
Fine ass. So there's not so much of that this season, but you do see Megan, like she ultimately chooses Jordan.
Yeah, but there's a few times where you feel her like a little bit of wavering.
Yeah, she's wavering with Mike's, with his questions, with
Yeah.
his like, oh, it could still be us, and
like, hey, I'm still the guy that you really kind of want.
Right.
You're going against your wants,
Right.
But I'm still Mike.
I can't help but think if Nick's ass is regretting his decision to be with Annie's crazy ass when he does see Kate, like he doesn't express to us, to the camera, that like, oh, I'm attracted to her or any of that. He doesn't say that, but I can't help but wonder, like, especially in a scenario like this, if you're able to sit with your choice and feel like
confident.
confident with it. Like, I mean, Patrick and Anna, right? Like,
yeah.
Is Patrick sitting there like, damn, I should have chose Anna and I should have made it clear at the beginning or whatever. It's easy for us in our regular relationships, not on a show like this, to be drawn to the sort of alternate world of what would happen if we were with this other person. Especially if you're dating multiple people in the beginning and then you ultimately have to choose one person. I can't help but think that in a show like this, you would be second guessing your decision all the time.
Yeah, especially before you see the other people. Like if you just like say, hey, I had good conversations. I had a good time. I enjoyed my dates with you. But ultimately I chose this person and now this person's showing their fucking ass. Like, yeah, I'm going to be second guessing every time I see them, be like, damn.
The grass got to be greener because this shit's brown.
I don't know who else Calabria was talking to, but I imagine after the few times that like Edmund showed his ass, she's like, damn, I should have went with what's his face.
Or by myself. I should have went home. Honestly, because that isn't a greener option as well.
Yeah. So I don't know. It definitely is going to seem greener because everybody has their own shit. But I mean, once you do get to know someone and see that like, wow, this is not even like a viable option.
Right.
Let me hop over this fence real quick to the other yard.
And they'd probably be sliding each other's DMs. You know what I'm saying? As soon as Nick left, I wonder if Annie was like, hey, Brennan, what's up?
Because they all live in the same city.
Right.
So I could imagine that like, hey, we dated, we talked and everything. You know who I am. Like, you want to grab some coffee or something?
Right. Everybody but Casey, who is not answering the phone for Patrick. She done moved probably to Paris.
I mean, she took that ring money and was like, I'm out. That's crazy. Yeah, I do wonder if that happens a lot. Whereas, even before they say no at the altar, if they hit somebody else's DMs up and be like, hey, man, this shit ain't working out.
Right. What's up with you?
I'm going to say no. I just want you to know that. But like, yeah, what's up with you?
What's up with
What's
you?
going on?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've definitely been in situations where I have felt like, oh, the grass is greener over there. Or like, had I chosen that person instead of this person, my life would be different in this way or that way.
Yeah. But I mean, that is the trap though, because
you have no way of knowing.
Exactly. The few steps and the few events that happen to get you where you are, if you were taking one deviation from that, completely different situation. So we never know, but it always does seem that way. I get especially frustrated when I do see like someone having multiple dates in the pods and I see someone is like, oh no, like you should go with that person.
Right. And it's obvious to us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then they don't. And it's like, you fool.
You fucking fool. And then I know that when you watch this show back, you gotta be thinking,
oh man, I really want to have like another show, like adjacent show, like a sister show that just shows the contestants watching the actual show being like, oh, you fucking idiot, like talking to themselves and just be like, damn, I really said yes to this motherfucker.
If I was on Love is Blind, I would record myself watching the show.
That part. I mean, that's basically what the reunions end up being, where it's like we have full context now, and now I'm about to come in here.
Y'all could be streaming every episode of you watching the episode. I'm out here giving you game. You welcome.
Shh. Oh, sorry. No, that's a trademark, copyrighted, whatever to say. Anyway, I don't know. End of the day, it's gonna seem greener when someone like Edmund or Joe is
your partner.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
that's about it.
Y'all join us next time for more messy looks into love, dating, and relationships. We're getting real close to the altar. I'm having some feelings in my bones that we are going to see some people dropping off. We're down to 4 couples now.
Yeah.
They've chosen their ugly ass dresses.
Basically 3 at this point, if Joe's any indication. So
yeah, it's pretty clear that he's pulling out for sure. I don't think there's any coming back from his allergic reaction to his tux. Remember, we're here for the drama,
here for the mess,
but it's all love.
Please like and subscribe here on YouTube. If you like this show and you're listening to us on a podcast platform, please give us a like and a stellar review on Apple Podcast or Spotify. We are just in our beginning stages, so every view, like, comment, and share helps us bring you guys some more awesome content.
Yeah, for sure. We'd love to hear from y'all. Hit us up with your dating experiences and lovers questions at loverswatchpodcast@gmail.com.
See y'all next time.
See ya.
Mwah.